Right, YouTube, it's Wow Sly. This video, as titled, is about well, it's information, a little reminder about the event this year for the UK Shit It's the Fan Facebook group. The event is the UK Mock Shit It's the Fan Scenario DX Weekend Part 3. It's very long-winded. This is the third year we've held the event. It's going to be on the 27th and 28th of June, which is a Saturday and Sunday, and it's just a fun weekend, not to be took too seriously. The prepping side of things, people have commented in the past saying it's pointless using CB and PMR. Amateur radio is the god of radio for emergencies. Fair enough, they have a good point, but this is again a fun weekend, getting people into prepping and introduced them to radio as a prep and as a hobby. It's not to be took too seriously. Also, the important thing to remember is amateur radio can be expensive, and obviously you need licensing and so on. So ham radio is good. I myself am licensed operator, but for the event it's just easier for everyone. You know, if people want to participate, you can obtain a CB and a PMR radio from anywhere. I think supermarkets and high street shops sell PMR radios. There's various shops around the UK you can buy a CB, but you know, online you can go on any auction site, or just Google, you know, where to buy a CB radio. You can buy a portable one and an aerial from about 40 quid in the UK. So that's it really. The event is a go. Some people have been worried and questioned me the past few weeks if the event's still going on. I don't have much input anymore in the Facebook group, because I did originally start the Facebook group for people to communicate with each other, not for me to communicate with them. Obviously I'm not, well, everyone's each to their own. It's just there for people to share ideas and knowledge and talk in a prepping community. The only thing I'm going to be shoving on there is about the event. The event run the past 2 years. The first year we had no call signs. The second year we introduced call signs, and this year, the third year, we're going to be removing call signs. The call signs did and didn't work. If we weighed it up, the pros of having call signs against the pros of not having call signs, more people prefer to use their own call sign or a handle, or make up a name for the weekend. So we're doing away with allocating call signs. Last year we had like Uniform Kilo Papa 1, Uniform Kilo Papa 2, UKP 3 and so on. Anyone involved in the event was given the Uniform Kilo UK Prepper call sign. But that's going away this year. The timetable's slightly changing. I think last year we had 3 times in a day, morning, midday and evening, like an hour or 2 slot on CB and PMR. We're going to do away with that. We're going to do every 4 hours for 4 minutes, which is very similar to the prepper timetable. If you're a prepper, you're aware of the radio calling thing. Every 3 minutes on channel 3, every 3 hours for 3 minutes. If you are a prepper, or if you're not a prepper and in an emergency, say you're lost at sea, or you know, on a desert island or whatever, you tune into channel 3 on whatever radio you've got. If it's a frequency, find all the 3s, and you call out every 3 hours for 3 minutes to obviously to get help and save on a bit of electricity. So sitting there calling all day and all night. Anyway, we're going to run something similar to that. Instead of the 3 minutes every 3 hours, we're going to do 4 minutes. We'll have the timetable on, so every 4 hours people can call out for 4 minutes. It's a good chance for everyone to be on, and you know, one time, more chance of trying to communicate with each other than, you know, turning the radio on at 1 o'clock and just taking chance pot luck. We're going to try and eliminate people not having contact. I think it was sort of 50-50 last year. Some people had lots of contact, some people didn't have any contact over the radio for the weekend. I had contact with about 4 people with a Uniform Kilo call sign, and probably about 20 or 30 contacts of people not in the event. So that's something to consider too. Again, it is public frequency, anyone can use it. So there'll be anyone on there. There'll be tractors on the CB, old boys that sit there talking all weekend, and the PMR you get kids, motorbike schools and shops. So we can't go around kicking people off the frequency, telling people we're here for the event. It's public radio. The first person on that channel as right away. If someone's on that frequency you want to use, just move to a clear one. we're going to try and stick around the channel 35 to 40 on the UKCB. I would like to say channel 38 or channel 39, but there's other groups around the UK or clubs that use that channel for the DX for weekends, nets and so on. And again, I can't say channel 8 PMR because, you know, legally I can't say I'm using that channel for the weekend. Plus you get QRM, lots of interference from motorboat schools and kids, and then you just step away, move to another channel. Anything that's clear. So yeah, we have a map, so people want to be located on a map. We'll have a Google map like we have the past 2 years, where we'll be putting pins over the map, and brief information, not the exact location obviously for security reasons. If anyone is bugging out for the weekend, they don't want to put the exact, you know, location and tell people that they're there with radios and camping gear and so on. So we'll just be putting on the map, rough area, any information you want to share, i.e. you know, equipment you're using, your name, call sign, handle, nickname, YouTube name, any name you want, any information you want really. So we're going to have the map, we're going to have a timetable, we're doing away with call signs. It's just a fun weekend. If you are bugging in, joining in from home, that's fine. It's not strictly a bug out weekend. It's also open to any forum or group, anyone who's not on this Facebook group, UK SHTF Fan Preppers, who's involved in other Facebook groups, is more than welcome. Any radio clubs are welcome. We had a lot of support the past couple of years from the Charlie Tango DX group. I'm also a Charlie Tango member of a Charlie Tango call sign, and yeah, it's a great club. All clubs are great and good to be a part of. So yeah, thank you to everyone the past couple of years who's joined in on the radio side of things, who's not involved in prepping, who just joined in for the fun of it. You know, it's good for the support, and again, it's a weekend of radio. So hopefully this the weekend will introduce people into the radio. It will get people out and about to practice what they preach. A lot of people say, you know, I've got a bug out bag, I've got this radio. So many videos on YouTube. This isn't targeted at anyone because not everyone's the same, but so many people have got brand new radios, they have no idea what they do or how they work, or they're not even programmed, wrapped up in tinfoil in a bug out bag that never sees daylight. If you're one of those people, it's not a bad thing, but seriously, get out on the 27th and 28th of June, turn this radio on, practice what you preach. It's good fun. People were teaming up last year, so that option's always there. You can do it with friends, people you know through the prepping community on Facebook and YouTube and so on. Team up, you know, one person can take a radio, one person takes a battery, the other one takes the aerial, and so on. One person can sit on the radio for the weekend, the other one can do the cooking. You can all take turns. It's a good chance to sort of meet people, contact people on radio, learn a new skill on prepping side of thing. And if you've already got the skill of radio, not skill, if you're already in the hobby of radio, it's just fun anyway. We're not taking it too seriously. So hopefully that's covered everything. If you've got any questions, please ask me. Again, you don't have to be a member of the Facebook group. A lot of people last year will PM me saying you know, they didn't want to click like and share and say they were going because they didn't want work colleagues, friends and family seeing their Facebook notifications or feeds or whatever it is, saying that they were going to an event or they're involved in prepping. So yeah, if you are one of these people that don't want the world knowing your business, you don't have to like the page, you don't have to click go in. You can get information by just visiting the Facebook group. It's open to the public, or PM me, or you can leave a comment on there. Yeah, that's it really. It's going to be a good weekend. It's the 3rd weekend in a row. All the information is on the Facebook group, and there's a few other videos on YouTube from people that have joined in. There's pictures floating around the internet. Some people were freezing last weekend, some people were blowing about on mountains, some people got a bit of suntan. I was lucky and got a suntan last year, but I know I think Mark up in the British mountains, I think you woke up about 4 o'clock in the morning freezing, and I think Jason done 2 trips with 4 bags or something of gear, and I think he just had wind, and fog, I can't remember now, but yeah, everyone who took part still had a good weekend, whether they had no contacts and they got soaked. But yeah, safety first. Remember, you know, keep it neat and tidy, don't make a mess, don't mess about on the radio, and everyone will have a good, well, should have a good weekend. I know I will. I'm down in Eastbourne now, not far from the South Downs. If anyone wants to come down and join in for the weekend with me, either pop into the station or the bug out location, say hello, have a go on the radio if you've never used one, or also contact me if you want to join in for the weekend and stay there on location. Yeah, not far from the South Downs. Anyone else? You know, the Facebook groups for that. If you want to team up with people, share your location, get people to join in with you. You know, safety numbers, meet new people. It's good for that too. Right. Anyway, I'm gonna get going because this is knocking on the 10 minutes now, and I don't want to waffle on too much. Yeah, just that the UK shit is the fan scenario DX weekend. It's a long title. Is go 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 go. I have got one here bigger than the other, haven't I? That's the smaller one. That one needs. My hair's a different shape. I know my nose is twisted, but. Right. This camera's annoying. It does everything the wrong way around. Right, catch you soon, YouTube.